And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check. Check 45 to Mike. Yeah. Out.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You can't block me.
Back to throw, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night?
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Ready. Check Mike 45. Watch the run. Ready.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down now, it's Hunt. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Buccaneers.
Ready. White 25. Mike 54. Stay with your man. Here we go.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Wait. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Squeeze, double.
McCaffrey on the counter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Newton. Escaping the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin White brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Newton now to throw. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. 20. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distance.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Let's see what you got. Let him go.
Throwing on second and long. Winston. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 16. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 45 to Mike.
Now it's Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
That's it. 180. Mike, 45. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Noah Spence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases-clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A carry here for Hunt. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run with Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Winston now. Steps away to his left. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jarius Wright, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On first down, Hunt. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready? 54. Quit talking about it. Hey, wait. Right there. 54, right there.
On 2nd and 12, Winston.
Come get that. Come on,
rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to work. The 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Hey, flip.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got a man. Complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get the ball. Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Easy. 59. Mike. Let's go now. Let's go.
Final play of the half here. Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Come on, fellas.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready? Black 22. 59. All day.
On second down, it's Hunt, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Watch the sinky creek. Easy. He's coming in motion.
Here's Winston. He's got Evans. Oh, he trucked him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check. Green,
Play action now. Winston. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
3 bud.
On the counter, Hunt. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got you, Pop.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Flag 45 behind.
Now Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check. Hey!
Here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
You ain't going nowhere.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Following the interception, Winston. He's going to loft one. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Winston throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here with Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Buccaneers, 13.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Buccaneer first down.
Ready? Flag! What is that? So we got man.
Winston now to throw on first down. Going for it all. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the run, this is Hill. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jameis to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Watch the run.
From the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first.
Hey, ready? Jack, what is that? 54. Right, 54. Oh, you get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's at this stage of the game.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. He's definitely making his mark early in the year from the tight end position. 2 games played, 2 touchdowns.
And from what I've seen on tape so far this year, his ability to use the fakes well, his body in the red zone, they should continue to look his way through the entire season.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And this will be incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gay is on for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 27, Panthers 17.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side, and he's got more complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now it's Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Newton. They find some open field here. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barber on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Ready? Flag, what goes on? 54 Mike. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Ready? Black 25. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Bucs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.